Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janarajan Yamanatira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Vidirayet Nastapranesho Bhadresho Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Mukam Karati Vachala Pangam Langayate Girimet Kripatva Mahamande Sri Guru Devataram Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishvara. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 17, text number 41. Ataitani na seveta bubushu purusha kvachit visheshato dharpashedo rajaloka patir guru. Ataitani na seveta bubushu purusha kvachit visheshato dharmashedo rajaloka patir guru. Ataitani na seveta bubushu purusha kvachit visheshato dharmasilo raja loka patir guru. Word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Atha, therefore, Netani, all these, na never, seveta, come in contact, bubushu, those who desire well-being, purushaha, that person, kvachid, in any circumstances, visheshataha, specifically, dharmashilaha, those who are on the progressive path of liberation, Raja, the king, Lokapati, public leader, Guru, the Brahmanas and the sannyasis. Translation. Therefore, whoever desires progressive well-being, especially kings, religionists, public leaders, brahmanas, and sannyasis, should never come in contact with the four above-mentioned irreligious principles. Purport. The brahmanas are the religious preceptors for all other castes. The sannyasis are the spiritual masters for all the castes or orders of society. So also are the king and the public leaders who are responsible for the material welfare of all people. The progressive religionists and those who are responsible human beings or those who do not want to spoil their valuable human lives should refrain from all the principles of irreligiosity, especially illicit connection with women. If a Brahmana is not truthful, all his claims as a Brahmana at once become null and void. If a sannyasi is illicitly connected with a woman, all his claims as a sannyasi at once become false. Similarly, if the king and the public leader are unnecessarily proud or habituated to drinking and smoking, certainly they become disqualified to discourage public welfare activities. Truthfulness is the basic principle for all religions. The four leaders of the human society, namely the sannyasis, the brahmana, the king, and the public leader, must be tested crucially by their character and qualification. Before one can be accepted as a spiritual or a material master of society, he must be tested by the above mentioned criteria of character. Such public leaders may be less qualified in academic qualifications, but it is necessary primarily that they be free from the contamination of the four disqualifications, namely gambling, drinking, prostitution, and animal slaughter. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshmurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapatakamulam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Cha Vishakamitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostame Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पापनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for this wonderful session of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the conversation is going on. Now Parikshit Maharaj has given four places for Kali to reside. Mm. So he is very confident that in his kingdom no such improper activities will go on. That's why he has given. But Kali, he went on. He searched in the kingdom, but he could not find any place where this improper activities are going on. So again he came back and he requested Parikshit Maharaj, you are such a nice king and you are very wonderful. You are, chivalrous, valor, wonderful. But I did not find any place of illicit connection, gambling, intoxication, meat eating in your kingdom. But also give me some other place where I can, where you can actually accommodated me, where you can shelter me. Then Parikshit Maharaj, he is being such a wonderful king. He said, okay, you can also reside in wherever gold is there. So in the previous verses, our Bhagavatam speakers have nicely explained, why is it not important to be gold conscious. So we have heard there is also that will lead to all the immorality, enviousness, and lot of fightings will go on wherever there is gold. So Parikshit Maharaj has given permission. Okay, you take shelter wherever there is a gold. So now Kali is taking his turn. He is in search, and slowly, he could able to occupy the places because the Kali Yuga Prabhava is full zoom in influence and it is influencing all the people and they started slowly struggling from all this meat eating, gambling, intoxication and illegal sex apart from the gold also. Now these words it emphasizes the progress in Krishna consciousness or God consciousness for the people, especially for the leaders, because Kali is present in those four sinful activities in gold also. So we are very fortunate. Srila Prabhupada made International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He made all ISKCON temples gold free and made all golden devotees. So in this way, Prabhupada first he has proved not only founder Acharya, but he founded the philosophy of Brahmamadra Gaudiya Sampradaya. And whoever follows it very sincerely, they will not come under this kind of influences. So, general public, they may ask why your ISKCON people, you are very strict about these four regulatory principles. Why is it so? We can drink, we can do illicit sex, we can gamble, in this way, they may argue, they may uh, ask so many reasons also. So the reasons are, mentioned in Bhagavatam here itself. We can give the crude example, references to the scriptures we can give, saying that, these four regulatory principles, if not properly followed, it will degrade our consciousness. So, why are we following strictly means if we do not follow strictly, and that means if we do not make it katina, and those breaking the laws, they will make us katina hrudaya. There is a hard-hearted. We will become hard-hearted. If we kill the animals, we lose the one divine quality of daya, then how can you show daya to all the public? So you can never become a soft-hearted or kind-hearted if you go on killing and eating the other living entities. See, the purpose of following these four regulatory principles, what is this? This is to improve our divine qualities, to make progress in divine path. So, uh, after so many years, I have been following all these four regulatory principles. What is the purpose of this? The purpose is, guna vruddhi. So to progress in our Krishna consciousness, to develop fine qualities. Have I developed that fine quality in me? Only for the namesake am I following these four regulatory principles? Or what is the purpose of it? After years of practice, if I have not refined myself, if I have not transcended myself, not transformed myself, then what is the use of following these four regulatory principles? So we need to retrospect ourselves. Did I improve my daya guna for the general public? And did I improve the quality of kshama guna? And did I progress in taking my tapasya? Tapasya means voluntarily taking a kind of inconvenience. Maybe inconvenience is there, but it will make me purified, and it will make me, in the progressive path of Krishna consciousness. If that guna is not developing, then why am I doing all these days? Yeah, Prabhu, I'm doing all the four regular principles I have done, and this is the ultimate goal, Yeah, the ultimate goal is after following all this, what kind of a person you became. That is also important. Like Saucham. Saucham means still I am browsing on the internet, mobile phone, on the pornography or unwanted videos, pictures, if I am seeing, but still, yeah, you are not doing illegal things, but virtually, mentally, you are doing this kind of activities, then you are caught into the same trap. And one day you will really do that because you are in touch with it. You are associating with such kind of people or videos or pictures or of any kind. So in this way, we should be very careful in our Krishna consciousness, and we should strictly follow this. If we do not strictly follow, they will, make us fall down. So here it is mentioned the Brahmanas are the religious preceptors for all. By explaining, see, Brahmana qualities means Kshama, Dhamma, Saucham, Arjavam. These are all the Brahmanas qualities. If you can able to develop this kind of qualities, how do you do on your own? You cannot do. You need a trainer actually. Like when you go for car driving classes, next to you the trainer will sit, and you are holding the steering, and you have accelerator, brake, clutch. It's not that you have the same thing. Your trainer also parallelly he has got accelerator, brake, and clutch. And during the practice of your training, if you go wrong, immediately he will correct you. So in this way, we should have proper training. Srila Prabhupada and all his wonderful disciples who are all the acharyas, they are giving the same training. Maybe we can say like Guru Maharaj is there. Guru Maharaj is a principal of a driving school, and he has appointed trainers. Trainers means all his pratinidhis. He represented them. So the sadhakas, they have to come and learn this driving. Then the senior leaders or Guru Maharaj, they will be the trainers for the sadhaka, and they will give a proper training and lot of education. By doing this, one become a real Brahmana. Then he will not fall down his spiritual life because he is under the guidance. So the point to understand here the religion is religion without philosophy is a sentiment actually. or sometimes we call it is a fanatism also. And on the other side, while philosophy without religion is just a speculation on. So religion should be there, philosophy also should be there. So our Brahma Gaudiya Sampradaya is fully rich in this aspect. Okay, because these religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. It is not a man made religious course, but it is the Supreme Lord who made these principles. If anybody wants reference, they can read Gita and Bhagavatam and also the various other scriptures. Krishna came in the form of Srila Vyasadeva, and he is a literary incarnation actually. He has given all the stuff for us, for all our questions, for all our clarifications. We should read under the guidance of a bona fide devotee, and should time to time we should get clarifications and strictly follow this. Then naturally we will become a wonderful personalities in Krishna consciousness. So in these words, it is mentioned, leaders must be tested crucially by their character and qualification. Yeah, before you accept a person as a religionist or a guru or a public leader, or any kind of that position, you should check who is he, what are his qualifications, and mostly how is his behavior, his attitude towards the weaker sections. This is very important. For example, if you talk about our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, Guru Maharaj, has got wonderful qualities. So he is most magnanimous, and as of now, he has accepted 75 lakh, 75 lakh, 75,000 disciples, and he is going to touch 1 lakh also. That means how much daya he should have towards the upcoming devotees. And also he is having other good qualities of forgiveness. There are some disciples or other Vaishnavas and those who are not compatible for them, Guru Maharaj, he will forgive. Not only that, if any disciples, they do any mistakes or any offenses, Guru Maharaj forgives them. And recently, in one video, Guru Maharaj mentions that all my disciples, knowingly, unknowingly, if you have done any offenses, I forgive all of you and I give my blessings so that you can continue your Krishna consciousness. Such a wonderful spiritual master is our Guru Maharaj. And also, he has tolerated all kinds of circumstances, situations, and various problems also. He has tolerated. And I heard that, in one of the sannyasi lecture, uh, Guru Maharaj, he has never hurt or never criticized anybody. So these are the qualifications of a qualified spiritual master. So before we accept somebody, we should also check who is he, what is he, and what are his activities. In this way, it is our path to Krishna consciousness is very easy. And also in the family, father, mother, or guardian, they are also natural teachers. They are supposed to follow all the discipline, course of religion. Then only we will accept them. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 5:5:18, Krishna as Rishabhadeva, he says, Guru Nashasya Swajano Nashyashyat. Pita Nasya Swajanani Nashyat. Daivam Natyachyaj Patischa Shyam. Na Mochayadiya Samupetya Motyam. Its translation is one who cannot deliver his dependents from the path of repeated birth and death. That is called Bhavasagara. Should never become a spiritual master, should never become a father, should never become a husband, should never become a mother, or should never become a worshipable demigod also. So, such a wonderful statement given by the Supreme Lord. So, if anybody is called a father or a mother, they should follow all these four regulatory principles at the basic level. And if you go little beyond that, What is beyond the four regulatory principles? Or once we really followed, really understood the four regulatory principles, what is it actually means? It is, can you able to do tapas? Tapas means by not doing intoxication, you are following the tapas. By not giving trouble to other living entities, you will develop a daya guna. And by not committing any illicit sex or sex outside marriage, you will develop a wonderful quality of saucham, cleanliness. And by not following any kind of gamblings or bettings, you will develop one divine quality of truthfulness. And the truthfulness is the basic principle for all the religions. Everybody should follow this kind of truthfulness. Because for one who has conquered the mind, like Jitatmana Prasantasya, Paramatma Samabitaha, Sita Ushna Shuka Dukkeshu, Tatta Mana Avamanaya. It is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita 6.7. For one who has conquered the mind, the soul, super soul is already reached. For he has attained tranquility, and to such a man, happiness and distress, heat and cold, honor and dishonor are all the same. So by reading it is maybe it's very easy, but following it is very difficult. So why it is very difficult? Because we do not have proper guidance. When we have proper guidance, then it is easy for us to follow. Okay, so uh, I will narrate one small pastime in Ramayana. So Vali Sugriva, they had a lot of fighting. The Supreme Lord came in the form of Lord Rama, and he shot an arrow and he killed Vali. Then Lord approached near him. Then there is a conversation. Then Vali asked, "Okay, Mr. Rama, why did you shoot me an arrow? Why did you kill me? On what basis you shot an arrow? What is your authority?" So he was asking. So Supreme Lord says, "Oh, Vali, you are asking my authority. Who am I?" Now you listen carefully. Uh, Ivam Ikshvakunam Bhumi Sashila Kanana. That means I descend from Ikshvaku Vamsha, and you are asking, who am I? So I'm the ruler of the whole cosmos. I'm ruler of all the land, all the sky, and all the trees or forests. Like here, Kanana means forest. For all these things, we are the rulers. I am the administrator, including your Kishkinda also. So then you are asking me, who am I? So I am this authority because you are unable to follow your nigraha shakti. You have taken your brother's wife, and you did a lot of sinful activity, and because you do not control your senses, you do not have that nigraha shakti, then I will not give my anugraha. So Lord says, um, those who follow nigraha, Lord will give anugraha. Hmm. In this way, Lord bestows for his devotees the Anugraha Shakti, the Nigraha Shakti, thereby they will get the blessings Anugraha of the Lord. So in this way, Lord explained Vali, then Vali has kept quiet. So coming to the Srila Prabhupada purport, few more points I would like to share. Uh, Before one can be accepted as a spiritual master or master of society, he must be tested by the above mentioned criteria of the character. If anybody comes to us for casting, please cast your vote to me, I will become a MLA, MP, or something else, then you should ask him, what are your qualifications, my dear? So it is not the material degrees you have. I am MA, PhD, I am MTech, I am MBBS. It is not that. So that's why in purport Srila Prabhupada mentions that such some public leaders may be less qualified in academic qualifications, but it is necessary primarily that they be free from the contamination of the four disqualifications, namely gambling, drinking, prostitution, and animal slaughter. So such leaders, if they come, we should ask them, are you free from these four disqualifications? Then we need to check. So, religionists means they should have read their scriptures thoroughly under the guidance of the spiritual master, not simply saying, not simply giving a pravachan. And then why? Because he may be very good at Siddhanta. Siddhanta is okay, but Sadachara is not there. When Sadachara is not there, he is doomed of all good qualities. So in this way, these people will be disqualified. So to summarize these words, those who wants to really progress in Krishna consciousness or God consciousness, especially for these four kinds of people, who are they? They are kings. Today there are no kings, so we can say the uh, chief minister, prime minister, something there like that. And religionists, public leaders, brahmanas, and sannyasis, they should never come in contact with the four above mentioned irreligious principles. And not only for these kind of four people, and for all the general public also it is useful. For example, among all of us, there are so many fathers, so many mothers, so many leaders in your society, or maybe in your office you may be a good administrator also, and some are for other people they may accept you also as a mentor, teacher, or a guide. Then if you are having that position, you should follow this four regulator principles. Okay, so thank you very much for staying back and hearing. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, शिला गुरुदेव की जय.